Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay, Scribbles the Juggalo. Day 4 of my hunger strike. What a cool little symbol that Shaggy drew on a napkin. Supposedly Shaggy drew on a napkin in a restaurant, and I believe that story. But, you know, I learned something about hunger striking. Yeah, I don't feel too good. Did you know that, Magnet? Try eating 4 days without nothing. I've seen you go 2 with eating very little, except gummy bears and shit like that. Try going 4 days without eating, and you feel horrible. Thank God it's a weekend. And something happened at work, so the timing here is perfect for me to try this little experiment. I may end it today because the boss needs us, and we're going to help him out. Let's talk about that real quick before I get into the hunger strike. Our boss got fucked by the owner, by a multi-millionaire who owns all these nightclubs in town. One of which we will call
Sweet 200.
Sweet 200 or Sweet 2000. Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but he builds these clubs. He has a reputation. His name's Francois. He builds these clubs. And he has a reputation of firing people, contractors, plumbers, electricians, general contractors, right before the job's done, and ends up owing him money. Well, he swore to Tom, our general contractor, the guy that we work for. Not all the time, sometimes. We don't work for him year round. He swore he wouldn't do that to this guy. Well, our boss has taken out personal loans to pay his employees, his drywall guys, and us, and welders, and other people, up to $80,000. And by the way, I do look horrible because I have an 8. And I'm smoking very little. That's the one good thing about this hunger strike, because these cigarettes are I've almost quit smoking, which is going to be real easy to do when I do start eating. This hunger strike isn't going to last forever. But anyway, so Friday, we went to work Friday, explained this magnet, we were going to open to ask our boss for a check. Don't say his name. Ask our boss for a check, correct? And what did he say? Magnet?
He
Louder.
don't have any money.
He doesn't have any money. Why not?
I can't talk.
He says,
too far.
well, he says, I don't have any money because, you could talk loud, because Francois fired me right before Christmas. He got fired, which means
And Francois' reasoning, what exactly our GC does, he doesn't build buildings from the ground up.
Labor and paint.
Because that's too fucking easy. Anybody could fucking take a blueprint and build a building, and call a bunch of people up and have that taken care of.
Well.
Anybody could do that. Restorations are extremely difficult. And that's what he specializes in. And this is not a building that has been built ground up. It's a restoration. I pushed on the exterior wall, the north exterior wall, and it literally moved.
Shook.
Okay? This building is ready to fall apart. The Francois says, you're behind schedule.
Do this video? Come here.
That's why he's not paying.
I got a headache.
But we're doing a restoration. If I had kept pushing on that wall, the whole wall would have fallen out. And then what? You know, like this, an 80-mile-an-hour gust.
All I want to do is sleep.
And some of these fucking customers are going to get a brick wall on their fucking head. You know, and it's going to happen because that's how fucking shitty that these walls are. And Tom has gone in, our boss has gone in and basically made this building stable. Put like $80,000, $90,000 worth of steel in there and made this building stable, and has done so much, and it's behind schedule because of the building, not because of his time and the time that people do shit, because they're extremely quick. He wanted this building demoed and built within 5 months.
Coffee.
And we're 2 months away.
Sugar and creamer.
But I can't believe it. Our boss got fucked.
Our boss got fired a couple days before Christmas. He was expecting a large check from Francois so he could pay us, so he could pay the drywall guy, so he could pay the welder, so he could pay the electrician, so he could pay all these people, the garage door people, so he could pay all these people. And he didn't get the check, which means there's no Christmas for Scribbles and Magnet. We get nothing, which is fine. Life goes on. I'm actually more upset about Twisted leaving Psychopathic Records than Christmas. Christmas comes every year. Psychopathic and Twisted have been together for more than a year, of 20 years, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so anyway, day 4 of the hunger strike. This is legitimate. Day 4. Here's my crooked finger that I mashed in a horrible accent. So we'll use this hand. Day 4 of a hunger strike. This is for real. This is legitimate. What? Thank you, by the way, Spike and other juggalos. I can't think of the name of the other one. He does great videos in the East Coast. Oh, God, I can't think of it. But anyway, thank you, juggalos, for responding and drawing attention to my hunger strike and your comments. Magnet left some comments after that. They weren't my comments. We shared the same. To Spike about the FBI stuff.
YouTube site.
They're probably good comments. I don't feel good. I didn't read it. I'm sorry. And I leave my own comments. If there's a comment made, it always ends with Scribbles the Juggalo if it's me. But eventually we were going to separate and get my own YouTube site, and we'll do that. But it started out with me just using your computer, because I didn't have a computer back then. But anyway. Alright, so day 4 hunger strike. We're supposed to go in and help the boss move all his tools out. The multi-millionaire fired him and said, get all your shit out of here. So he's getting all his tools out, taking everything off the job site, and he's sticking him on him 80 grand. Will that give us money before Christmas? The banks are open Monday. Hopefully our boss has enough to pay us, because we didn't work that many hours before Christmas.
Yeah, I got close to 40.
You got close to 40. I didn't. I probably got 30. And hopefully we'll be able to celebrate some kind of Christmas. But if not, well, we got it. We're hoping. Anyway, but let's go on about the hunger strike. Some people think it's stupid, but it's the only way I know to draw attention to this. My opinion about them leaving. I don't like it. It's not for me. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. This is America. They might have legitimate reasons for leaving. I don't know.
And we would do a hunger. We would
have been kicked off. Sorry about it. I don't know.
We would have definitely done a hunger strike for the FBI ship, but if we've still been working on that since the very beginning, probably wouldn't be here now, because you don't eat for 2, 4, like whatever, how many months it's been, 5 months.
FBI doesn't care if people die.
So that's not going to happen. Nobody's going to do a hunger strike.
They shoot people. They shoot people all the time. They didn't give a shit. Why would I do a hunger strike for the FBI shit?
I mean, if a million people did a hunger strike, then it would be a different story. One person.
They put us on my gang list. They don't care about us.
So the Twisted thing is more of a real
ICP and Twisted care about their juggalos. I believe that.
Quicker.
Like finish a cigarette, I can't.
Like what's his name said. Spike said, I guess all you're trying
Spike
to do is get
intelligent.
the information out quicker. Which,
and shout out to Spike and
Miss Juggalo. That they're gonna get a misinformation. But I want to know right now. That's a 20-year. I mean, I've been down since Carnival of Carnage. And
I've been down since.
Listened to him before that.
Since
in parties.
I heard Great Malenko, but I've been down since.
And didn't really know much about him before that. But when I really got down, I was.
I'm an exaggerate. You're exaggerating how long you've been down and admit it. How long? You have been down since Carnival Carnage. That's the first album. I haven't been down since Carnival Carnage. I'm older than you. How long have you been down? I think it was since Amazing Joker Brothers. What's the 5th Joker Club?
No, because Bud brought in Carnival.
No,
Bud brought in
the Great Malenko.
Yeah, Bud brought in the Great Malenko.
And that was a good album. And what about the humor? Do a lot of juggalos get the humor of ICP's lyrics? Do a lot of juggalos get the humor of a hunger strike? Do a lot of juggalos get the humor of sitting there watching Jay and Shaggy talking, watching videos and making their comments on it? It's not brilliant. But do a lot of juggalos get that? Because, like I said in comments, if they weren't rappers, they would be comedians. They're funny motherfuckers. And I love Jay and Shaggy, and I'm not angry at them if they did fire Twisted. I'm not angry at Twisted if Twisted did decide to leave. I just want an answer, and that is the reason why I'm doing this. Now, I'm going to wrap this video up because it's stretching out soon after you make some important comments. So we were watching these things, and I interrupt Magnet, and he has some good quality things saying. And when I rewatch him, I'm like, damn, I should let him talk because sometimes he says more important things than I do, and makes good points. But Twisted, I'm not mad at anyone. It feels to me, it feels like Psychopathic Records is slowly crumbling. Like an old brick building, like it's falling apart. Chunks are falling off. First was ABK, and they managed to patch ABK back up there, and he came back. And now, Axe Murder Boys, big chunk, another chunk came off the building, and that was the Axe Murder Boys. And then half this, the west side wall came off of this building, and I'm using this analogy because I'm into construction, and that was Boondocks. And then now Twisted, half of the fucking building crumbled.
It crumbled now, and that's a
and now you're left
portion of the building.
Half of the Psychopathic building crumbled, and now you're left with
these unknown people that we don't
know.
Jay
and Shaggy and 2 new artists that they've announced on Hatchet Herald who are joining, and Big Hutch, who apparently is an old-time rapper who has some smooth raps. I like the one they did in the bus, but it's not my favorite shit, but I kind of liked it. I don't think I'd buy a Big Hutch CD, from what I've heard. No offense, but I didn't really dig it. It was an alright rap, just because everyone else was in it.
I stick with what I know.
And Juggalos were in that video, but we Juggalos stick with what we know, and we're a little stubborn. But so change is hard for us Juggalos, and like I said, and like we keep bringing up the Hatchet Man, like such an important symbol. How do they handle it now? They don't know. James or Paul and Jamie probably don't know how do we handle the Hatchet Man symbol now. They're like, fuck, we got to make up our own symbol. Because the Juggalos,
they can actually
what are we going to do now?
They can wear a Hatchet Man because they're Juggalos.
No.
When they're
Twisted
on stage,
are still Juggalos. You
when they're on stage and when they make their new merch and stuff, absolutely none of that.
They can't put this on
none of it.
It has to be something $100 jerseys or badass jerseys.
Fucking emblem. It has to be something completely new that Juggalos have to adapt to. And I mean, they've got Twisted.
Ain't gonna happen. Juggalos ain't gonna just throw away these
that are just
and
like their
take
faces.
on some other symbol like Strange.
But what are they gonna do?
Like,
are they gonna keep their face paint?
I can't think.
Stop. Are they gonna keep their face paint?
Twisted?
Are they gonna? Are they? What are they gonna do? How are they gonna? What the fuck? You know, like what is? There's a lot of questions.
Yes, because on Abomination they kept it. They will keep their face paint.
But they were
Twisted
still
will keep their
part
face
of.
paint.
They were still
ABK did
rapping
when he left.
and Psychopathic
I saw him at the Black Sheep.
Records' studio, probably.
Way back when
That's,
he left.
you know, I mean, they're still with
psychopathic.
They were still with psychopathic at that time. They had the ability to go into psychopathic and do albums in there.
Is it a money thing?
Do they have that now?
But
what I've got a lot of questions. Like, are they still like? Of course they're family, but what is it like? It's not right, man. Are they bitching out because of the FBI shit?
I learned. What now?
Are they bitching out because of the FBI shit?
No, Twisted wouldn't leave because of the FBI shit.
You never know. Maybe that's the only reason.
I know they
obviously
wouldn't do that.
It couldn't. In my mind, it couldn't be that because they would have left.
If some agent came up to them and said, "Paul and Jamie, if you guys don't leave psychopathic, we're not going to let you play at the Ogden here in Denver.
That doesn't matter.
We're not going to let you play at all these venues that you've been playing at." They'd play somewhere else, like they did.
That's not a good point. That's not my point. My point is, what is going to happen when they're now off of psychopathic records? Are they gonna have to spend their own money to go to a studio? Are they gonna have to completely make their own merch? What's gonna be on the merch? Why? What's the reason behind their leaving after such a huge, long time, over a decade?
It's morning
and a half of
morning 4 of the Hunger Strike.
Morning 4. You know, I mean, and then you go back to all their videos that they make, and they're like, we've got this plan, we've got that plan, and they tell you most of these things we're not gonna be able to do, but we like to make a lot of plans. What plans did they have before they left? Those things are now over.
I love both of them.
I want that shit to continue.
I put this shit on my arm.
I don't want Twisted
Juggalo.
Now not a part of ICP.
Well, yeah, because we're like 17, 18 minutes.
It says
Twisted. It says 17 minutes, 14 seconds. Twisted Juggalo. I put Hatchet Man. Wrong side. I put... I always do that. Hatchet Man on my arm. after my first Insane Clown Posse concert, because I was so blown away by, I'm looking around at all these juggles, all these tats, and after seeing this amazing concert, and I've seen legendary acts, because like I said, I'm almost as old as Jane Shaggy, and I've seen U2. I saw as a kid Stevie Ray Vaughan at Red Rocks. I saw the Pretenders back when they did when they're punk at Red Rocks. I had people drag me to Red Rocks, older friends drag me to Red Rocks. I saw Michael Jackson's Victory Tour, Jay's Idol. I was there, section SW row 1, seat 1. I was there. I saw U2, and I'm talking not at the famous concert at Red Rocks. I'd like to say I was there, but I wasn't. I saw him the year after that, when they did the Rattle and Hum video in black and white. I was there. I was there. As a little child, I was there watching this shit. And I've never seen nothing until I saw Insane Clown Posse in concert. And then Twisted. And then Dark Lotus. And then Psychopathic Riders. And then heard it. And I've never heard. It changed my life. So whether some people think the Hunger Strike is stupid, I don't give a fuck. It's one of many stupid things I've done throughout my life. Just add it to the list. No harm is done. I got to help the boss move tools today. I might eat today, and I might announce that the Hunger Strike is over with. Or tomorrow I might announce day 5. But the Hunger Strike is real, and this is morning 4. Whoop whoop, Scribbles the Juggalo, I'm out.